Hi, I'm Mick, and this is Movies TV Mad, and welcome to Movies TV Mad Live. Breaking news: the Flash prequel comic has been delayed with no date. I'm going to read the article right now from readingcool.com. I repeat, the Flash prequel comic, the one us fans were looking forward to, has been delayed with no further date. First of all the defenders are out there saying it's not been cancelled, it's been delayed. Where's the next date? Why wasn't it delayed exactly on the same day as they delayed the actual movie? Doesn't make sense, really, does it? So let's read the article. DC cancels the Ezra Miller Flash movie prequel. They may be advertising it on all of their comic book today, but DC Comics has cancelled the upcoming The Flash, The Fastest Man Alive series by Kenny Porter and Ricardo Lopez Ortiz, which was intended to be a prequel to the upcoming The Flash movie set between the events of Justice League and The Flash, with Ben Affleck Batman training the Ezra Miller Flash. The first issue was meant to have been published in 2 weeks. Indeed, it may have already been printed, in which case, as is DC Comics' habit, it may have to be pulped. I mean, look at this. This looks beautiful, doesn't it? This looks fucking beautiful. And they've taken it away from us, like they have the movie. John, hello Mickey. Hello Johnny boy. DC promised for the 26th of April that writer Kenny Porter and artist Ricardo Lopez Ortiz combine the words of movies and comic books in The Flash, The Fastest Man Alive, a 3-issue monthly series that leads up to The Flash, the hotly anticipated action adventure from Warner Brothers Pictures, and that issue 1 features a main cover by Max Flimara with a variant cover by the director of The Flash, Andy Muschietti. He actually did the cover. Jude the Fourth, I'm a huge fan of The Flash, but even I'm about to have a roll. I pray they release it eventually. It makes since the movie doesn't come out until next year. But Jude, why didn't they delay this comic as soon as they delayed the movie? It doesn't actually make sense, does it? The Flash arrives in theatres November the 4th, 2022. Well, it doesn't, does it? The plan was that in 3-part series will be collected and sold in October ahead of the movie's release. The Flash movie has now been rescheduled again to be released on the 23rd of June 2023. While reportedly Warner Brothers are pausing any and all projects related to Ezra Miller after his arrest, which may include the comic book, which would have used his likeness. The cancellation of the comic book doesn't seem to have been linked to the movie's initial delay to 2023, as the internal DC Comics ads would have been changed before today. Exactly. This cancellation is a much more recent affair, it seems, and comic book retailers have yet to be told. Expect that later this week. Here are the planned solicitations for the series. The Flash, The Fastest Man Alive 1, written by Kenny Porter, art by Ricardo Lopez Ortiz, cover by Max Flimara, variant cover by Andy Muschietti. Supposed to be released on the 26th of April. Jude the Fourth, retracted message, raced through the streets of Central City in this lead up to the hotly anticipated blockbuster The Flash. After Barry's adventure with the Justice League, he's determined to become a truly skilled and inspirational hero. As a new threat emerges in Central City, going by the name of Gerda, Barry turns to Batman for advice on training to master his powers. Can the Dark Knight help show the Scarlet Speedster a way to defeat this metallic menace, or will the Flash be crushed by Gerda's strength? The Flash, The Fastest Man Alive 2. June the 4th. Around May or June, I plan on watching an episode of the Flash TV show's Flashpoint to lead up until the Flash film. So, yeah, The Flash, The Fastest Man Alive 2, written by Kenny Porter, art by Juan Ferreira, cover by Sebastian Famura, variant cover by Andy Muschietti. Barry Allen's early days on The Flash continued. As The Flash continued, Barry struggles to balance his new job as a hero with his internship as a at the crime lab. The pressure starts overwhelming him literally when the monstrous molten menace called Tar Pit appears in Central City, looking to put an end to the Scarlet Speedster's interference in his family's business. Barry's anxiety kickstarts his powers, sending him phasing through objects with explosive results. Can Barry get a handle on his abilities and stop Tar Pit in his tracks, or will he be tarred and feathered out of Central City for good? Scott Edwards, what's up? What's up, Scott? John, the Batman comes out in the UK on April the 18th on digital for rental. Yes, I plan on renting it, and I plan on doing a rewatch review on it on this very channel live. The Flash, the Fastest Man Alive 3, written by Kenny Porter, and cover by Jason Howard, variant cover by Andy Machete. Barry has learned to control his powers and he's finally starting to feel like the hero he's always dreamed he could be. But then a showboating new villain going by the name Top shows up looking to test his abilities and make some cash selling his weapons. After showing how they can take out the Flash, Barry will need to use every skill he's picked up along the way if he's going to stop the topsy-turvy terror. So there were three volumes of The Fastest Man Alive, a prequel comic to the Flash movie. This is interesting, right? So what they could have actually done is release one on the date that they said. If it's all to do with the movie delay, release another one in November and maybe release another one in January. So this thing I'm hearing that it's been delayed because of the movie being delayed is utter bullshit. This is a reaction to what's been going on with Ezra Miller, and it proves this movie is in trouble. The upfronts on May the 18th, I think, will be very, very revealing. Scott Edwards, so you think the Flash, Superman and Supergirl will all team up this fall? I should imagine so, yes. But let's focus on this news, that the Flash prequel comic has been delayed, and I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. Will we ever see the Flash prequel comic? Check out my poll. Yes, 89%. No, 11%. A lot of people have more faith in WB and DC Comics than I do. And I'm a WB and DC fan. It's one punch in the gut after the other, isn't it? As I say, if it's a case of the movie being delayed, why wasn't it delayed when the movie was delayed? There's 3 volumes. They could have chapterized the releases with big spaces, as I've already said, leading up to the movie, even next year. So this actually makes no freaking sense. And it points towards the Flash movie being in a lot of trouble. They have apparently postponed it, not cancelled it, but they haven't given us a following date. So the evidence is there, everyone. It's all there to see. And wow, when we got the Flash delay, I plotted out what I thought. That I thought that there was something suspicious going on, that it had nothing to do with VFX. That has been proven to be true. They knew Ezra Miller was a loose cannon, right? I feel bad for him, but he is a loose cannon. They know he's a loose cannon. And look now, a delay of a comic book without a future date of release. Wow. And even bleedingcool.com, a really reputable site, is saying that it actually has nothing to do with the delay of the movie. Now, one of the people involved in the comic said it's being delayed closer to the movie. I made a joke, an analogy saying, once a beautiful woman promised me to go on a date with me later on in the year, and she never did. He said, we're not a beautiful woman. That's not exactly a denial, is it? John, what do you expect from WB about The Flash on May the 18th? Well, you tell me, John. I don't know. The evidence is there. A movie delay. News of an actor, the lead actor, being arrested, charged, bailed. Then we hear stuff about his projects being held. A Warner Brothers source says that's not true. And now this comic book has been delayed with no next date. Tell me, what do you think that means? June the 4th, how has that been proven to be true? Unless they came out and says otherwise, that is just gossip. You expect them to be honest with you? Well, go back to my other videos. It's clearly not been delayed because of VFX. We found out there's issues with the actor. Now they've delayed a comic, Jude, with no further date. What does that tell you? Take your bias to one side, right? Take your bias to one side and think about it logically. I mean, unbelievable. We were all looking forward to it. You were asking me if I was going to get it. I said I was going to pre-order it from Amazon if I could. I was excited. Andy Muschietti is involved in this comic. It sounds like a great freaking comic. And they've delayed it when they could have released one in April, one in October, and one early next year. It would have been easy to do. So this is nothing to do with anything but what's going on with Ezra Miller, considering the comic is about a character he's playing. This actually bolsters up the claim that they're pausing all his projects. What is going on here? Android 118XX. I'm sure Ezra cares about the Snyderverse due to his social media activity, so why would he put all that at risk with these actions? Well, Android 118XX, he's enacted these actions. June the 4th, Ezra Miller was spotted in Hawaii recently dancing happily in a bar. He's not going anywhere. We will get the comic eventually. Just have to have patience. Yeah, nah. Just because you heard about him dancing in Hawaii, everything's in the gardens rosy. Okay, Jude. I understand you're a Flash fan. I get it. You want to believe in what they're doing. I like the comic. The film sounds amazing. But listen, this is suspicious. There's no new date of release. Why wasn't it delayed when the movie was delayed? I want answers to these questions. These are logical questions. And it's my job to ask those questions because I'm a fan. Maybe your bias is too much to see through their BS. It's just one thing after the other, isn't it? And of course, no one at Warner Brothers is going to explain themselves. They're just going to stay silent now and everyone have their conspiracy theories. That's what's the problem. There's no leadership publicly. Jude the 4th, Ezra. Oh no, we've read that one. So there you go. There you go. No Flash prequel comic for now. Jude the 4th, well, we both can agree that WBDC need to drop a trailer for Black Adam or Super Pets ASAP. Yeah, and where are those trailers? It's an absolute mess. John, do you think the Flash movie will be cancelled or reshot? I don't know. I don't know what they're playing at. This doesn't look good for Ezra Miller, does it? It doesn't look good, and it does show maybe that they're thinking of jettisoning him. So this delay of this comic doesn't send confidence to the consumer. It says there's a problem. Android 118XX. I'm happy that there is a Flash fan, even though I know there's lots of them. I don't want Batman and Superman, the only two DC characters people love. Android 118XX. That's irrelevant. We're not talking about only Batman and Superman. You're deflecting the issue. The comic was delayed months after the film was delayed. And there's no further date. Forget Batman and Superman. I want to see all these DC characters represented. It's not about that. Chill J, hey guys, don't think they need a comic for this movie anyways. I just want to see the film. You want to see the film? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. They just delayed the comic. Stop allowing your biases to get in the way. They delayed the comic with no date. That is a companion piece for the movie. You may feel you don't need the comic, but they were going to release a comic. Where is it? When will it be released? These are important questions. And as consumers, you need to ask these questions instead of, making excuses. There's a problem here. There's a problem here. There's an issue here. And this movie is in trouble. Interesting again that leaks have been coming out. Wow. Harry Potter, any idea regarding that will be shown by WB and Disney. I'm upcoming CinemaCon. No idea. No. June the 4th, Android 108X. Bless you, Android. I've been telling this a lot that for the past couple of weeks. At the end of the day, it's just a comic. It's just a comic. It was just going to be a companion piece to said movie. A week later, after all the stuff about Ezra Miller's come out, nothing to worry about. Why don't you just close your eyes, Jude, and delude yourself? No problem, mate. Let's pretend everything's in the gardens rosy. But when it turns out that I'm right, I'll remind you of that. This is not about your hate for Superman. This is not anything else. This is about the Flash movie. Listen to this. Listen to this delusion. Jude the 4th, you don't even read comics, mate. That's nothing to do with it, Jude. You can't win. They've delayed the companion comic without a future date. Do you understand? I'm exposing you with logic, and you're coming back saying, well, you don't even read comics, mate. What's that got to do with anything? It's a companion piece. I don't care, but it's a companion piece to a movie. Put the jigsaw together. Stop deluding yourself. Trilogy, I mean, hey, the comic for BVS didn't help much. I just want to see the film. Again, delusion. Trilogy, Jude, I think everyone in here has read a comic at some point. It doesn't matter. I've always said I'm a DC live action fan. I don't read effing comics. Call the effing police. John, is the WB event on May the 18th something you can watch online? Maybe. Harry Potter, Ezra and Amber are both very controversial individuals, so why did they still decide to keep them? Well, this is another thing. Apparently, they were thinking about getting rid of her, and then something else happened. Maybe I can find the article about Amber Heard as well. Trill J, you good today, Mick? God, what did I miss? What did you miss? We're talking about the Flash comic being delayed, Trill J. What are you talking about? Jude the 4th, look, Mick, the comic book will be released before the film. I'm 100% certain. Well, I'm glad you've got good sources then. Here we go, Screen Geek. Let's give it a read. Trill J, I'm just saying you seem upset today because we're talking about a Flash comic being delayed and you lot are deluded and you're in denial. You think this doesn't mean anything. Of course I'm upset because I'm trying to inform you of things and you're going, oh, well, who needs a comic? Don't you understand? You've got brains right. You understand. Android 180 doublets. Do you think they delayed the comic due to the changes they have done to the movie? If they have changed stuff in the movie, then that most likely changed things in the comic. No, because basically that comic just says, oh, I'm Barry Allen. I'm a new Flash and I need Batman's help. Oh, there's a villain here and there's a villain there. It's just a setup for the character. These are just excuses, Android. We all know what's going on here. I can see it. If you decide to cloud yourself from that issue, never mind. Right. Report, WB didn't initially want Amber Heard in Aquaman 2. The ongoing legal debacle between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp has into their lives and careers. Now, suggests that Amber Heard, who many fans petitioned to keep away from Kingdom, was almost kept out of the film by Warner Brothers themselves. This is a surprising revelation, and while they eventually ended up hiring her, it appears that she still wasn't granted a commensurate bump in payment. One reason why fans wanted Amber Heard to be removed from Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is that the legal debacle cost Johnny Depp his role in Fantastic Beasts franchise, but Johnny Depp, by a court of law, was found to be a wife beater. Amber Heard, in a court of law, hasn't been accused, hasn't been proven to be anything, and that's why he was removed. As such, many fans thought it was only fair if Amber Heard received the same treatment, especially as new evidence suggested that she was just as guilty in her marriage as she insisted. Johnny Depp was, interestingly, however, she was kept on by Warner Brothers. So hearing that the studio didn't initially want Amber Heard in the Aquaman sequel is quite interesting. He further noted that this might become public record if president of DC Films Walter Hamada gives a deposition. Jude the Fourth, I would be willing to give Amber Heard a chance. She's clearly dealing with something. Hamada is said to have testified that Heard was initially not picked up because there were concerns about her chemistry with Jason Momoa. Yeah, she doesn't have any chemistry with Jason Momoa. Indeed, the duo have publicly referenced issues on set during the first film, but Heard's team believed the Depp scandal was the real cause of the reluctance. Matthew Belloni further revealed Amber Heard wasn't able to negotiate a fee increase commensurate with co-stars like Momoa, as might be expected on the follow-up to such a runaway hit. This is definitely an interesting aspect to know, and one, this is apparently a direct financial consequence of the Depp lies. As the legal trials between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard continue, this is only the latest development in a long line of shocking revelations. At this rate, fans can stay tuned to Screen Geek for further updates. Oh, wow. So not only have they got Ezra Miller, problematic, pausing his projects, delaying The Flash because of him, delaying a comic indefinitely. Now we hear they kind of didn't want to bring her back for Aquaman. Why did you? What? You've got my mate, Amelia Clark. She could have come in. They have got chemistry, as we know. So they could have done something here, but they chickened out yet again. Android 118 XX, why do you think is the real reason they delayed it? I mean, it doesn't really make sense to delay it because it's a comic. Basically, it means the rumors are true, that they're pausing anything that Ezra Miller is involved in, and the Flash movie is at great risk of never being released. Trill J. Jude, I'll only give her a chance. If Snyder comes back, they keep changing her character with different directors. Trill J, why? She won a pay increase. You're not the main character. Well, she would have got one. But clearly, this is something to do with it. What a mess. Jude the Fourth, it was probably delayed because of spoilers, yeah. Yeah, but the comic wasn't spoiled. Scott Edwards, is it bad? I'm more excited for Arrowverse than DCU and MCU right now. We're not really, Scott. You're more of an Arrowverse fan, aren't you? I've been rewatching season 1 of Arrow. Season 1 of Arrow is some of the best DC live action ever made. So good. I'm upset when elite companies, Trill J, you asked me why I'm upset. I'm upset when elite companies try and pull the wool over the consumer's eye and treat us like fools. Android 108 XX, wow, that would be really shocking if they don't release the movie. Jude the Fourth, lol. Scott Edwards, season 2 is my favourite. Season 1's better. Although season 2 is great as well. Trill J, the merger is about to change a lot. We will see on May the 18th. Basically, that's when we're going to hear stuff, right? Now, I don't expect them to say they're cancelling a movie on an upfront, so that's not what they do. But we will see. There could be date changes. If something else takes that date, and they've got nothing to change that date anyway, they're in a mess. They're in a mess. They had no movies ready for 2023 either. So they had to move, and then they started moving. It's a mess. Hamada is a mess. Emmerich is a mess. The whole thing is a clusterfuck. And we're back where we are again. We come to terms with one thing, then they throw something else at us. And this is all very suspicious. John, what did you think of the Deathstroke actor in the Arrow TV series? Better than Joe Manganiello. He's a brilliant Deathstroke. And the flashbacks and everything, and the way they linked it all together was brilliant. It's shocking, really, what happened to Arrowverse because it started off so well. Scott Edwards, Aquaman 2 and Batgirl will be ready. But this is the problem, Scott. It's the domino. Basically, the Flash is the domino. If you move the Flash, you can't use those other films. It's problematic. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? The Flash is the key to everything. The reboot, the multiverse strategy, everything. Android 118XX, with all this mess, it will be nice for them to release the haircut for us fans. They're driving us crazy. Yeah, well, HBO Max said the other day they have no plans of doing that. We'll see what's said on the Warner Brothers Discovery up front. But wow, it's one thing after the other, isn't it? Wow, it's amazing. Then you've got Grace Randolph losing her shit with Snyder fans and making up lies. Oh yeah, you better believe it, bucko. And it's even worse because they haven't even given us a date. Why? They gave us another release date for The Flash. Why isn't there a release for the prequel comics? Trilogy, wait, what did Grace say? Grace said that the Snyder Cut was a flop. It wasn't successful for HBO Max. It didn't give them any new subscribers, and that's why they're not doing any more Snyderverse. It's a lie. It's not true. Grace Randolph is controversial. I told Snyderverse fans, my fellow Snyderverse fans, not to trust her. What has she done? She stabbed Zack and his fans in the back. John, and we still have not heard anything from the Flash director. Exactly. The evidence is there, John. You're an intelligent lad. You've got to be intelligent. You've got to understand logic. Android 108XX, did you get the free prequel comic book at the cinema for the Batman? Oh, no, I didn't. Trilogy, Jesus, she loved the Batman more than me. Yes, she's a big Batman fan. She loved BVS. She hated Man of Steel. After Man of Steel, she said David Goyer and Zack Snyder should be sacked. Then she had 2 or 3 interviews with Zack Snyder and masquerading as a fan and an ally. She will do anything. She will do anything and say anything to uphold her channel. Don't trust people like that. Don't trust them. They're just there to make money and to create controversy, because controversy sells. Love doesn't sell, unfortunately. Unbelievable that they've delayed that comic with no date. And I've got people saying to me, it's okay. Scott Edwards, what do you think will happen in the Superman and Lois season finale? It's hard to tell. Maybe Superman could be killed in the finale. Android 108XX, wasn't the Snyder Cut was the most viewed movie of 2021? How is that a fail? Well, you ask her. The woman is deluded. She hates the Snyderverse fans now because they keep on hating on other DC stuff. I agree with her. Look, I see her frustration for sure. Trilogy, Jude, nah, bro, I'll say what I say in the private to someone's face. Jude the Fourth, you wanted her to trash the man in his face. It's called being professional, me. Oh, right. So she used him to get ratings and views and subs, right? And now she's turning on him, pretending and lying that the movie wasn't successful. I didn't expect her to say anything to his face. Don't have him on your channel. But she's not going to do that now, is she? At the end of the day, right, this woman cannot be trusted. She pretended to be the Snyderverse fans' ally, and she turned on them, right? Is she a company shill? I don't know. Who remembers that beautiful day on Twitter when director of Birds of Prey, Kathy Yan, fucking destroyed her on Twitter? It was a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Scott Edwards, so Barry and Kara will be in the season 2 finale. We're going to have to wait for information on that, my friend. Android 108XX, so she wasn't a fan of MOS. She hated it. She hates Henry Cavill. She thinks he's a shit Superman. She calls him a diva. She's not, listen, she ain't on the side of the angels, that one. She's on the side of that. She's a failed grade Z actress, and she thinks that means she thinks that means she knows about Hollywood. You're a failure. All the directors hate you. You've been called out by James Wan, James Gunn, Kathy Yan. She blocks everyone who doesn't agree with her. Not the ones who are rude to her. Anyone who doesn't agree with her, she blocks them. She does blockchains. That is one precious, spoiled little brat. Sorry, Grace. I respect your success. You're one of the few successful women on YouTube. But at the end of the day, you've got to take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror. But of course, your channel's doing well. What do you care, eh? Trill J, man, it's crazy. She seems so cool. I guess I'm just in the house a lot. Well, if you watch her videos, you know that she's got things wrong. She's made stuff up. That's not cool, is it? Controversy sells these people's platforms at the end of the day, and we know that. Scott Edwards, the Earth Prime comic event is releasing its final issue on the same day as Superman and Lois season finale. Coincidence? I think not. They are setting something up. Oh, they're definitely setting something up. It is very exciting, Scott. At least one DC franchise is doing something. So Hamada had to testify at Amber Heard's and Johnny Depp's legal proceedings. That's interesting, isn't it? John, is there any Zatanna movie news? I think they're about to announce a casting. Maybe. I have no idea anymore, my friend, what they're doing, what they're not doing. It's an utter mess. Children, I don't know how you can like BVS, but trash the Snyder Cut. Pretty weird. It is weird. Scott Edwards, what all heroes would you want to see in the crossover? Well, I'm happy with Superman and Supergirl, Scott. Superman, Supergirl, and the Flash are in it. They're the top heroes without Green Arrow. I'm happy with that. I don't think we need to overload it. Maybe Black Lightning would be cool. June the 4th, Arrowverse. June the 4th, Arrowverse is nearly out the door, mate. It's simply in the last breath before you die phase. What, you mean like the DCEU, like the Flash movie, maybe? Trilogy, Hamada needs to mind his business. Hasn't done much for fans anyway. How do you not let director release a director's cut? Just plain evil. Scott Edwards, they should all fight Felix Faust. Well, do you know what, Trilogy? I don't think Hamada has much authority over there. I think it's pretty much Emmerich who makes all these decisions anyway. Basically, Hamada is a puppet. He's not even a real DC film president, right? The whole situation's a joke, and Zaslav won't even get rid of Emmerich. So we're going to carry on with these situations. The truth is, they put Ezra Miller under a lot of pressure. They made him do back-to-back movies, a huge mistake. They cracked him mentally, and now look what's happened. And now they're pausing all his projects, including a comic book. Felix Faust, don't know much about him. I've seen him a little bit. It could be something to do with the Doomsday universe. Not the Doomsday, the Bizarro. Maybe they'll all be trapped over in the Doomsday and the Bizarro universe in the series finale. John, Arrow season 1 and 2 were dark and best season. Oh my God, and emotional. They were so good. Trill J, like, let's be real. Every director should have the option to release a director's cut. That did used to be the way. Jude the 4th, as long as Emmerich is handling the Flash character, then he's good. Oh, really? That's why your movie's been delayed and the additional comic's been delayed without a future date. Oh yeah, good job, Jude. As long as you're happy. You're the kind of bloke who'd be happy with someone who blew you up in a building. You wait and see, Jude. Good luck seeing that Flash movie. I said it from the moment they delayed the movie. There's no smoke without fire. That's super. I hope they don't spoil the entire movie before it comes out. They pretty much have. And it's coming from someone inside the studio. I think they know, that Zaslav and Discovery are about to say no. Who knows? There may be an announcement. Just think about it. Zaslav's been there for one day, and the Flash movie comic has been delayed with no future date. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. Logic. I talk logic, not delusions, not bias. I'm just telling you how I see it. And everything I predicted has come true up to now. Trill J, Bat Super again. Do you see what they did to the Batman? They didn't do anything to the Batman, Trill J. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right, Trill J. They spoiled it. I mean, they just allow all their movies to be spoiled. The Marvel movies don't get spoiled, do they? No, I think something's going downhill. I want to see these movies as well. I don't want bad things to happen to them. Bat Super, they could generate hype and maintain it by giving us crumbs, but they keep giving us entire bread slices. Soon the whole loaf will have been eaten. Yeah, it already has, I think. Ben Pottimeyer, Toby didn't want Flash scene in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it won an Oscar. Fan favourite moment. Toby is not the guy for the job, but that's obvious, isn't it? Trill J, clip after clip released, they only care about HBO Max. Bat Super, Trill, at the Trill J, do you mean the leak? Yes, he does. 8 viewers, 5 likes, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, check if you are subscribed, if you think you're subscribed. Jude the 4th, apparently COVID is making a comeback, so that might affect the release of a lot of films. Oh, it's the COVID excuse again, isn't it? Yeah, the VFX excuse didn't work, so let's bring COVID. No, everything's opened up now, Jude. Forget about it. Forget about it. Trill J, Bat Super, I bet it was them who leaked the entire movie a few hours ago. Listen, Toby knows that movie is going, and he's shitting himself. He's trying to make some popularity. He's trying to get fans excited so he can say, look, David, look, Warner Brothers Discovery, don't cancel this movie. Android 180XX, before Ezra jail debut, did the actor have any problematic history? I have no idea. Bat Super, Trill to J, that would be so crazy. Should we check what's going on Twitter? Jude the 4th, no Android. He's practically saint despite a few hiccups. Trill J, Bat Super, not really. Look how long it took to get the Snyder Cut. But this is supposed to be a multiverse. Ben Pottimeyer, I like Reeves' Joker was born with deformity, and that's why he looks like that, not falling in a vat of chemicals. I think that's cool. Thoughts? Well, you know, he's very grotesque, isn't he? And we're going to have to see how audiences kind of deal with that. But that's super. I think Ezra's first controversy was the Iceland video. Never heard or read anything problematic about him. Andrew had 180. So Jack the Ripper, right? He just killed a couple of people at first. Not a problem, no. Andrew had 180 XX. How did Marvel get their own movie studio? I'm sure they didn't have that after the first Iron Man movie. They did. The first Iron Man movie is Marvel Studios. That's their first ever film. June the 4th. Thankfully, people have short attention spans these days. So by the time The Flash comes out, these problems won't matter really. If the film comes out, they've paused all his projects. This is serious. This is serious. Trill J, Mick is good. Goofy got me with that Jack the Ripper joke. You know, making all these, you know, I don't like propaganda. I don't like people trying to, you know, come out with their little points when there's no logic to the points. It's like, well, I really want something to happen. So if I say this, maybe it still will. But super, I think Ezra has been going through something since around the Iceland stuff. He seemed pretty chill before that. Yeah, Jack the Ripper only killed one person at first, so it's fine, no problem. Yeah, pretty chill guy before the first victim, right? Cool. Chill J, Jude, yeah, but why push it back? Pretty stupid. Andrew at 180 XX. Why did DC get their own movie studio after it? Why didn't DC get? Because they're creatively bankrupt. They're run by bad people who shouldn't be in their positions. Bugs Bunny should be running DC. He would do a better job than these fucking jokers. They're a joke. Simple as that. And people are defending these people. How many more times can they break our hearts and do something? John, if the Flash movie does get cancelled, do you think we will ever get a Flash movie? If the Flash movie doesn't get released, then the other movies won't get released either. This is the problem. Jude the 4th, Ezra is not no Jack the Ripper, Mick. That's a wild comparison. That's like saying Daniel Craig is the devil. Aren't all these elites the devil? But, right, it's not the same thing, right? You're saying, well, there was no problems with Ezra before. And I'm saying, well, there wasn't many problems before Jack the Ripper killed his first victim, was there? So it is a viable analogy. I'm not saying that Ezra's a serial killer. I'm saying you can't just say, oh, he did one or two or three bad things, but before that, he was fine. It's terrible. It's a terrible analogy. It's just propaganda on your parts. But the facts remain, the DCEU is on the verge of cancellation. It's as simple as that. And if I was them, I'd utilize Arrowverse to absolutely replace it. Replace it. You've got a viable franchise there. Andrew in 108 XX forgot about Bugs Bunny. Thought that was only a character. It is. Bugs Bunny is not real, my friend. Trill J, Jude, mental issues are mental issues. A girl noticed me looking sad and called me emo. You don't have to kill and be uneasy. Look, it doesn't matter. The film's in trouble. The entire franchise is in trouble. Smash the like button. Check out my poll. Will we ever see the Flash prequel comic? Yes, 75%. No, 25%. Welcome to my channel, the best looking YouTuber around. Look at that head. Oh dear, it's given me a little bit of a dent there, hasn't it? I better get it off for a bit of time. Jude, the DCU needs a full reboot. Well, that was the idea of the multiverse strategy, so that's gone. Bin it. Bin it. Bin it and start again, or spin off Arrowverse into the movie universe. Simple as that. Simple as that. Unbelievable. It's one thing after the other with these people. But I think this Warner Brothers Discovery are behind the comic cancellation. Bad super. I'm sad that my video on demand only has the theatrical BVS. Oh my God. Why don't you go? You can get it on Amazon. Trilogy, I mean, I told you all what it would be. I knew they wasn't going to bring back Snyder. It's not a multiverse. That was just a term to calm down the Snyder cult. No, right? They were planning a multiverse strategy, right? Forget about the Snyder stuff. We're not talking about the Snyder stuff. We're talking about the future of the DCEU in its entirety. Red Panda, hi Mick. I watched Fantastic Beasts 3 last night, and it's the first time in my life I've fallen asleep during a movie in the cinema. Wow. Maybe you worked hard the previous day. Maybe it's not the movie. That's super. I might do that because I can't go back to the theatrical. Yeah, just you can just watch it. You can get it on Amazon Video. You can buy it. Or you can just order the 4K or Blu-ray. Android 108XX. Who is your favourite Looney Tunes character? What's up, Doc? Bugs Bunny. We haven't heard from Villager in a while. I've got a suspicion that Villager and Duke the Fourth were the same person. What do you think? It's like I've never seen Clark Kent and Superman in the same room. Android 118XX. Mine is Taz, the Tasmanian Devil. Yeah, I love him. Trill J, there is no big future for the DCEU in my opinion. Get ready to go back to the early 2000s. Batman is about to lead the way with the torch. Everything else will just follow. You're a Batman stan, aren't you? Scott Edwards, are you excited for Black Adam? Yes, if we see it. Duke the Fourth, no. We are just like-minded blokes. John, what are your thoughts on the Space Jam movies? I saw the first movie, never saw the second movie. I loved the first movie. I mean, I don't have deep thoughts about Space Jam anyway, but yeah, the first movie was a lot of fun. I didn't see the second movie. Apparently, it's not that good. Anyone seen Space Jam 2? What did you think? But next Tuesday, I will be renting out the Batman. Then I will do a rewatch review live on my channel. Anyone interested? Scott Edwards, so what all does the merger change? Well, at the moment, apart from making Ann Sarnoff unemployed and Jason Keeler, not very much. Android 180XX, can't wait for Black Adam. Looks special. It looks special, but where is it? Where's the marketing? They've delayed that one as well. It is without doubt the most suspicious bunch of delays ever, and it keeps on getting proven with what's coming out. Trill J, my love for Batman doesn't cloud my judgment. I'm just being real. They tried to bring back Superman with MOS. It didn't work. Tried Justice League. Didn't work. Tried Batman. Worked. Tried Flash. Pushed back. Well, Superman worked for a lot of people, my friend. Android 118XX. Thoughts they were going to show the trailer at the Super Bowl. Scott Edwards, Flash and Superman are the only shows renewed. You think Batwoman and Legends are done? I think Batgirl is being replaced with Gotham Knights. Legends still has a chance. I just think all the Arrowverse shows would have made great movies in a movie franchise. Think about it. Green Arrow movie, a Flash movie, a.k.a. Grant Gustin and Stephen Amell. Legends of Tomorrow would have been a fun movie series as well. Like, could have been DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. John, they have not even leaked out Black Adam merchandise. Listen, the whole franchise is in trouble. I'm not just pulling this out of my beautiful backside. I am telling you this. Trilja, yeah, but do you think MOS will get greenlit for a sequel before the Batman? No, it doesn't matter. Man of Steel is a very good film. A great modern day take on Superman. I don't care about box office. I don't care if we ever see a sequel. I'd love to see a sequel. I'm just telling you, right? You're basically saying the Superman stuff's Batman's the only thing that works. Yeah, look. You're a Batman stan, and that's okay. Red Panda, Doctor Strange 2 is just a mediocre Marvel movie stuck with cameos and a nonsense plot. I swear to God, I would never watch a Marvel movie in cinemas, or at least most of them. Scott Edwards, Matt Reeves' franchise isn't going to be touched. Although, he hasn't been given a sequel yet, has he now? Have a think about that for a minute. I'm sure he will, but it's a bit dubious such a successful, well-reviewed movie didn't get a straight-up, greenlit sequel. Wonder Woman 84, as soon as that was released, Wonder Woman 3 was greenlit by Emmerich. This is how bankrupt these people are. Trilogy, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, see how Toby Emmerich is looking at it. Oh, right, yeah. Android 180XX, just give us damn Green Lantern movie. There's tons of stuff in there that could be in its own franchise. So frustrating. These are great characters and they're not getting the limelight they deserve. Of course not, because the whole thing is being run by idiots. Fans could do a better job. These people shouldn't even be in these positions. They've proved that again and again. Well, and we're sitting here defending them, defending the indefensible. Come on, guys. Hashling me. I heard that Snyder cultist called Morbius a cinema and the Batman is bad. Social media is just nuts, isn't it? Hashling me. A very good evening to you. Harris Selleck, sorry, Hashling me. It's the funniest thing I've ever... Anyway, Harris Selleck, we've never seen the Flash lol. Scott Edwards, will you watch Doctor Strange in cinemas? Yes, my friend. Red Panda, that as Strange after June had been released, it was immediately announced that June 2 will be done. What's happening with Batman 2? Exactly, Red Panda. Trilogy, fans can definitely do a better job. Hire me right now. David, I only need 500k a year. John, so who is in charge of the DCEU movies now? Walter Hamada. The guy who wanted to cancel the Joker movie. Oh, yeah! It only made a freaking $1 billion, you donut. But I know, let's cancel the Joker movie. That's super. I think I know who that Snyder Cut is, who said that about Morbius and the Batman. Who said it? It weren't me. I'm not a cultist, by the way. I'm just a fan. Trilogy, Walter Hamada is still there. What the fuck? He got to go. I'm still laughing at that Snyder cultist saying Morbius is cinema and the Batman isn't. Harris Selling, Joker is the best DC film since The Dark Knight. I agree. Harris, actually me. Well, I'm not joking, but it's actually funny though. Well, anyone who can come out publicly on social media and say Morbius is cinema and the Batman is bad is on some kind of hallucinogen. Oh my God. Bat Super, a guy called Sod Writer. I remember him. Yeah, I mean, he used to beg me to go on his podcast and I never did. But that is bias on another fucking level, right? Scott Edwards, extend the Arrowverse into movies. Yes, my friend. And guess what? My man Stephen Amell wants to come back. Children, yes, sure. I mean, it's only the lowest rated comic book movie in years. And this is why Grace Randolph's triggered by them. John, what did you think of the Joker look in the Joker movie? Absolutely fantastic. I loved his look as soon as I saw it in the trailer. It's one of the best looks for the Joker ever. I love Nicholson's look as well. Scott Edwards, what has Stephen said? That he would love to come back to do an R-rated Arrow with lots of blood and violence on another platform, not the CW, because you couldn't do it on there. Android 180XX, they should have got DC its own movie studio after the Superman Reeves movies. If that was the case, we would have been in a great position in 2022. And also, if they didn't sack Richard Donner and they let him make the 4 or 5 movies he was planning with Superman and the Supergirl movie he was planning as well, you know, where would we be now? We would be fucking winning. These people are donuts. They've always been donuts. Trill J, Bat Super, man, these Snyder contests are out of control. Well, this is why Grace Randolph said the Snyder Cut wasn't a success, just to troll them. She's clearly trolling them. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Reno Jack, hello, Mick, the legend. Hope it's a good Tuesday. It is. It's always a good Tuesday. Bat Super, he had a 4-hour live stream talking about how bad the Batman was and that people are pretending to like the Batman. He also said that Jared Leto should have been Batman instead. Boom, boom! Oh, I love this fucking world. It's so broken. We live in a broken world. This is why people like me, oh my God, live in such luxury. Oh my God. Trill J, Mick, do you think they should... Trill J, do you think they should let Matt Reeves make Batman movies on his own without DC permission after the third movie? That's impossible. You need DC permission. They own the IP. Red Panda, people hate what they don't understand. Bat Silver Trill J, they really are. Scott Edwards, do you think they are planning big things with Melissa Benoist Supergirl? I hope so. Trill J, Bat Super, 4 hours. He must be mad. They ain't get that sequel. Aha. Bat Super, it's hilarious. I was shaking this. I do remember him as odd writer though. He's got the same bald head as me. Or has he grown his hair back? There's some right jokers. You think I'm a fucking joker. You think I talk out my backside. I actually know what I'm talking about. I like these people with hardly any subs and they do fucking Spotify podcasts. But that's delusion on another level. Bat Super Trill J, yeah, he was so mad for entire house of renting. Ha ha ha. Scott I'm gonna have a heart attack in a minute with this laughter. Scott Edwards, will there be a long time jump in the Batman sequel? Maybe 5 years. John, what do you think is going to happen with Batwoman? Ka-ching! Apparently, they may be introducing Superwoman into Superman and Lois. How cool would that be? That show is doing more than the DCEU has done with all its movies. Wow. Batwoman, mate. She's been swapped for Gotham Knights. It's obvious. It's the same fuckers working on Gotham Knights. Batwoman is history. Harry Selig, Batwoman is a joke. Not unless they transfer Batwoman over to Gotham Knights. They may do that. Trill J, Bat Super, why he didn't disgrace Randolph? She the one switching up. Jude the Fourth, lol. Who watches Superman and Lois like that? What? Andrew 180XX, did you watch Ben Shapiro review of the Batman movie? I wouldn't watch Ben Shapiro blow his nose. He's another propaganda merchant. He's boring. He's overly political, and I'm not interested about his rants about people having sex outside of marriage. Mate, I've been banging women who are in marriages. I've never been in a marriage and I've been doing it. So don't start lecturing me. No, I've never watched Ben Shapiro. Only when I mistakenly tap onto him on TikTok. Reno Jack, saw your other video this morning about Interview with a Vampire, another offensive attempt to remake a total classic. Yes, absolutely. Creatively bankrupt. Harris Selick, Superman and Lois is peak. It is. Forget Jude the Fourth. Jude the Fourth would eat a rotten apple instead of a fresh apple. Scott Edwards, I bet Todd Helbig has been talking with Melissa about returning. Probably, yeah. And he's actually going to write her properly. Hashling me. I also heard that the one who starts Snyder Cut is actually the Batman Stan. Ah, interesting. Jude the Fourth. If the apple was green, most likely. Yeah, also. Trill J Android. I feel like he messed up the money a bit with the review. He got chill. He doesn't even really know Batman's mission. He thinks Batman is just a stone cold action fighter. Bat Super Trilogy, I have no idea. It makes no sense. Scott Edwards, Melissa said she would come back for the right story and script. Well, that's interesting. If that was the case, she would never have done her own series. But yeah, no, she'll come back. She wants to work, don't she? Mel wants to work. She's had her baby now. Trilogy, I'm trying to tell you all these Snyder cultists be fans on the low. John, is Superwoman the same as Supergirl? No, totally different. Trilogy, anyways, give Snyder that sequel green light. I need them off of Twitter. They'll be on there even more. Scott Edwards, well, to be fair, she was under contract for the show. Yeah, that's true. It's like having a gun to your head, isn't it? Android 108 XX. Anyone in the chat who has watched Morbius, which is the better movie, Morbius 2014 or Dracula Untold movie? Dracula Untold is brilliant. I love Dracula Untold. I think it's a pretty cool concept. So definitely Dracula Untold. I may rewatch it again. Scott Edwards, I do like her second suit better, you? I like her original suit. But Supergirl mustn't wear a skirt. Scott Edwards, I hope when she comes back, they keep the second suit. Probably. They won't allow her to wear a skirt, don't worry. Trilogy, I know Morbius was going to be weird when I wasn't seeing blood. Bat Super Trilogy, they won't leave Twitter if the Snyderverse is restored. Twitter will be crazy if that happens. Don't forget to buy popcorn. John, what's the difference between Superwoman and Supergirl? I assume it's because she's a woman. I don't know. But they're different. They're definitely different characters. Maybe Jude the Fourth can tell us, because I haven't read any comics, have I? Scott Edwards, Lana Lang is Superwoman. Ah, well then. Well then. Trilogy, Bat Super, yeah, but they deserve a cookie. I cannot get on Twitter for that long. This is Movies TV Mad Live, 9 viewers, 7 likes. My poll, will we ever see the Flash prequel comic? Get voting. Yes, 67%, no, 33% with 18 votes. Android 118 XX. It's like the same with Superman and Superboy. You know the difference. Yeah. Superboy's Connor Kent. He's the clone of Lex Luthor and Superman, of course. Scott Edwards, at least in the show. Hunter Iggy, Movies TV Mad. There are more false articles about Henry Cavill not being able to play Superman. I know. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Time will tell. The WB Discovery up front will reveal everything. Scott Edwards, have you heard the details about the Smallville animated series? No, because I haven't heard any details. Have you heard any details? Trilogy, matter of fact, Barry Allen, where are you? I need you to wipe the toxic side of the Snyder cult. Hashling me. Do you watch Titan Show? I watched the first season, and I haven't caught up. Scott Edwards, yes. Tell me the details about the Smallville animated show, because I've heard no details apart from it's in development. Reno Jack, what is your favourite film based on a Stephen King novel? Sometimes they come back. I love that story. It's amazing. Scott Edwards, the series will not follow season 11 comics. That's a disappointment. That was the most logical thing to do. I bet you they do offshoot episodes from when he's a teenager, which is a dumb idea. That is actually bad that they're not doing that, Scott. Scott Where are you getting all this information from? Scott Edwards, Lex's amnesia is temporary. That's good. That's a good thing. So they're doing their own story, basically. Clearly, they didn't like Smallville Season 11. Trill all Titans need is a bigger budget. No, I like their budget. I think it's lots of quality on it. I don't have an issue with the production values on the show, to be honest with you. June the 4th, Henry Cavill better swallow his pride. Are he hoping to be stuck playing the Witcher lol? I can't believe he was considered to be a potential 007. Would be like watching paint dry in reverse. Scott Edwards, it will apparently be called Metropolis. Where are you getting this information from, Scott? Bat Super, I'm so happy that Bruce Timm is coming out with another animated Batman show. I've been waiting for years for another animated Batman show. Android 118XX, really hope they release the Smallville animated series. Love Smallville as a place looks so peaceful and would love to see that as a series in animation. Reno Jack, what is your favourite sport film? Well, Rocky. Any Rocky movie, probably Rocky 4. John, Luke Evans was great in Dracula Untold. I agree. Trilogy, Henry Cavill is not the problem. The man wants to play Superman so bad. You all are not aware. We are. Well, Metropolis was something we wanted as Smallville fans for years when Smallville was active and they wouldn't give it to us. Basically, doing it animated means that Tom doesn't have to dress up as Superman. He's trying to give us something back without him doing it himself. That's totally fine. I'm sure it will be awesome. Trill J, it's not his fault. He wants to play Man of Tomorrow and not Dark Evil Superman. And you can't blame him for that. Scott Edwards, post in Facebook. I'll copy and paste it and send to you. Thank you. Breaking news, Manchester United have reached an agreement in principle with Erik ten Hag to become their next permanent manager. Breaking news, Erik ten Hag, the Ajax manager, has made an agreement in principle to become Manchester United's next manager. Have it, Chelsea! Andrew 108XX, have you watched all Fast and Furious movies? No. If so, which is your favourite? Never seen them. Jude the 4th, is this the same Tom Welling that took his powers away? That doesn't sound like something Superman would do. That's one thing we can agree on, and I was disgusted by that. That says it all about Smallville, really. It's not about Smallville, because that wasn't done on Smallville. That was done on Arrowverse, on Crisis on Infinite Earth. Smallville was fucking awesome. All right, love. Harris Selick, Fabrizio just confirmed it too. I know, it's exciting. Trill does Robert Pattinson deserve Actor of the Year? Sorry, guys. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Scott Edwards just PM'd it to your Twitter. Bat Super, have you seen 28 Days Later? One of the best zombie movies ever. Trilogy, Jude, a film is a film. The movie won an award before it was even out. Reno Jack, Bat Super, amazing film. Trilogy, 28 days, bloody hell, 28 days later has a really good, incredible score. I love that world so much. Harry Selick, Jude the Fourth, Joker was a comic book film, lol. Jude the Fourth, I was the world's biggest Everton fan this past Saturday, just for a bit though. It doesn't matter, mate. Our season's over. We're looking to the future. New manager. We're going to whip your little Tory asses. All right, mate? That's super. I love 28 Days Later. It's fantastic. Red Panda. This review is so funny. The Batman is an okay film that thinks it's excellent. It's also inspired by Fincher's two exceptional pictures about serial killers. It should have been called The Baz. That's super. Reno Jack. Yeah, it's one of the best zombie movies ever. Scott Edwards, have you seen Doomsday? Have I seen Doomsday? Doomsday what? Harry Selick, I'm a Madrid fan for the day. Right, let me get back to my subscribers. Right, sorry about that, everyone. Where are we? Trilogy. Right, I can't see it now. Scott Edwards, it's a movie with Malcolm McDowell. Never seen it. Android 118 XX. Man, you was better off with Mourinho than Ten Hag. What absolute nonsense, my friend. Should have gotten Pochettino. No, you're wrong. Trilogy, some poor people can't handle the truth. Gotham always was full of white privilege. You all better read those comics. Don't care about politics. Don't care about white privilege. Get over it. Reno Jack. Bat Super, the scene where the zombie blood gets in the guy's eyes and turns him gets me every time. Scott Edwards, you should do a video over the Smallville details. Well, I only do live videos now, Scott, so I can talk about it on tomorrow's DCEU Daily. Jude the Fourth, Trill J, careful. Trill J, they're going to say you're being woke. You're being woke, Trill J. Bat Super, did you know that there was a straight-to-TV live-action Justice League mockumentary film in the 90s? No. Trilogy, but in the end, it was a throwaway line in the film, an incredible scene. Batman needs to stay away from Selina. In that world, they might have a son. Anyway, John, do you think Dracula Untold is the best Dracula movie? No, Bram Stoker's Dracula is the best Dracula movie. Bat Super, Reno Jack, that scene is so intense. Trilogy, Jude, I don't really care about what they think. I don't care about race, just saying the line in the movie was speaking facts. Why? Don't you think there's any black privilege? Don't you think black people are rich? Let's be honest. Do you think there's no Asian privilege? Just white privilege, right? That's the problem. It's bigoted and it's not. It's not an honest term. It only talks about one type of privilege, and that's the problem. Scott Edwards, will Selina fully be a Catwoman in the sequel? Yes. Reno Jack, watched Zoolander last night. Such a classic Ben Stiller comedy, and his dad Jerry is a comedy icon. Trill J, Mick, yes, everyone has privilege. Exactly. Not everyone, but a lot of people do. Anyway, it's boring, Trill J. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about this. Don't talk about it anymore. We're here to talk about films and entertainment of your choosing. I'm not interested. It's boring. Harry Selleck, using terms like white privilege is just victim mentality. You could have a point there, yeah? Because what do you want rich people to do? Give up their money because you ain't got any. Then you want to look. Then you'd want to live in a communist state. Now, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of that, but Trill J, I was talking about the film, not the politics. Yes, but you brought it up, and it's pointless. It's pointless. What's good about that? What's the point of talking about that? Bat Super, it didn't have the Trinity members of jail. It was Guy Gardner, the Atom, the Flash, and two characters called Fire and Ice. It's such a strange film. Scott Edwards. Oh, what if Stargirl finally crosses over with Flash? Who knows? Ronnie Dodge. We got Eric Ten Hag at United. So happy. He needs time and ball to get behind him. All his coaches are coming over as well, Ronnie. I'm very excited. It's a deal in principle, but it means he's agreed. He's coming. Trill J, now my father's wealthy. Wouldn't want him to lose it, so you're right. Aren't I always? Bat Super. It also had Martian Manhunter, Android 118 XX. Have you watched all the scary movies? If so, which is your favourite? No, never seen any of them. Right. Scott Edwards, PM me. Let's have a look. Right, let's read this out. Bloody hell. Right, everyone, I'm going to read out details about the Smallville animated series. Bat Super. It also had Martian Manhunter. All right, so we're up to date. Right. Smallville, the animated series, season 1, details. The show will not follow the continuity of the Smallville season 11 comic books published by DC Comics, written by Brian Q. Miller. However, Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum are aware of how popular those comics were, and Miller has been approached about writing one of the first season's 8 episodes. Wow! But where does it fit into continuity? Red Panda, I have always wanted to know something. How do some people watch movies in special screenings before the movies are released? Are they invited, them, or they just happen to go see the movies? No, they have to get an invite. Ronnie Dodge, I read a story that a player was cheeky to Eric about him being bald. That player was on the bench. Red Jack, Android Scary Movie 1 and 2 are hilarious and underrated. Jude Default, where do CW shows get their outfits from? I reckon Party City or Costume Boutique. Trill J, kind of tired of these series though. Like DC, just bring it to live action. It's kind of ad now, right? The series takes place right where Smallville left off. Superman has arrived, and as such, the story of Smallville is over. In an inner way, Clark Kent has embraced his destiny to move on to his future. Yes, flight, yes, tights. As this is animated, we will finally see Tom Welling in the costume, well, sort of. Currently signed on and ready to go once there's a formal order are Tom Welling, Clark Kent, Superman, Michael Rosenbaum, Lex, Erica Durant's Lois Lane, Alessandro Giuliani as Dr. Amelia Hamilton. Wow. And Aaron Ashmore as Jimmy. Michael McKean is being approached to reprise his role as Perry White. And a new female reporter role is being cast to join Clark, Lois and Jimmy at the Daily Planet. The series will also be looking for an up-and-coming Metropolis politician who will catch Lex Luthor's romantic attention, and she might even be more dangerous than he is. Remember how Lex lost his memories in the Smallville finale? Don't worry, Tess Mercer's sacrificial act was sadly for nothing. The amnesia was temporary, and Lex Luthor now remembers everything. The entire Lex Luthor journey on Smallville, everything that happened, he remembers, and Clark Superman doesn't know that he knows, which makes him all the more dangerous. So Jude Default, so he gets to actually be Superman this time around. Yes, Jude. Ronnie Dodge and United players getting it easy official end soon. And also, he's very hands-on with training. Why Red? You players, his way, or you're out. There will be an episode taking place in the past featuring some folks from the early seasons. Kristen Krug, Sam Jones III, Eric Johnson, Annette O'Toole, John Glover, John Schneider, Kristen and Annette are expected to be in a President Day. Let me say that again. Kristen and Annette are expected to be in a present-day story, as well as Lana and Martha, respectively, because of Alice and Matt's current legal situation. The role of Chloe will be voiced by Kristen Bell in the flashback. Where's this information coming from, Scott? Is it a proper source? Some perhaps unexpected guest characters will be appearing throughout the first season. Emmanuel Weber as Dr. Helen Bryce will be making her long-awaited and live return. Causing drama for Lex and prodigal son Lucas may also make a return, though it's currently unknown if actor Paul Wesley will be available to reprise the role. Some consideration has been made to doing an episode with Carl Gallner as Impulse. This might be the episode that Brian Q. Miller is being considered for as writer. Also, it sounds like Cassidy Freeman may be playing a role, but not as Tess. Alrighty, Dodge, can't wait for this series, nor can I. Android 108 in XX was going to say they should do a Gotham animated series, but we already have a great show about that called The Batman 2003 animated series, which I really loved as a kid. Ronnie Dodge, sorry, I'm happy that the United Board did the right thing for once. So am I. Justin Hartley is unavailable to reprise his role as Oliver Queen, Green Arrow in the show, but we do learn where Oliver Queen ended up in Hollywood producing a TV series called Arrow. Oh my God. About his life. One of the episode is a mystery that takes Lois and Clark to a fan convention in Metropolis when the actor playing Green Arrow goes missing. Considering that Stephen Amell has been on Michael's Inside of You podcast multiple times, don't be surprised if he's the Green Arrow in question. You see, Scott, I don't think these are verified things. I think someone might be making all this up. Lara Vandervoort will be back for at least one episode as we see what happens when Carl after Smallville season 10. There will be a story that tells what happened during Crisis on Infinite Earth from Clark's perspective and explains what action Clark took off camera to help save his multiverse, including the restoration of his powers. We'll get to learn the names of Lois and Clark's daughters in this one. In success, this series will have multiple seasons, and the future season will cover Lex Luthor's presidential campaign. The hope is to use the familiar Rim of Zero Save Me as the theme music, but it may be coming with a twist, with a cover of the song by Michael Rosenbaum's band, Sumpin. Very interesting. Let's see if any of this is actually true, but I like it. It sounds pretty awesome. Ronnie George, I mean, who wants a bottler like Poch at United who clearly can't handle the egos at PSG? True. Trill J, maybe a Snyder cultist is making it up. I hope not, because it sounds amazing. Let's keep positive. Smallville was my life. As pathetic as that sounds, when Smallville was active, I was a poor little peasant living in shared accommodation. Smallville was all I had. Great show. One of the great interpretations of Superman. Best DC live action franchise, cohesive, ran for 10 years. Great show. June the 4th, those Twitter blokes are trying to sabotage Fantastic Beasts 3 with their Justice for Johnny hashtag on Twitter. Just let it go, mate. Abraham Herrera, I suppose we will find out in a year or so. A year or so? You're going to find out everything. The future plans on May the 18th, my friend, when we have the Warner Brothers Discovery up front. If your favourite thing isn't mentioned there, forget it. Let's see what happens. Abraham Herrera, where me? I just got here. No, there is a Warner Brothers Discovery up front on May the 18th. So it's not a comic convention, no. Ronnie George, there's one actor I think could be a good Bond is Callum Turner, who is in Fantastic Beasts. He plays the next older brother. Oh, Newt's older brother. I haven't seen the film. Android 108XX. 18th, interesting. That's the day before the Batman release on HBO Max. May the 18th, not April the 18th. June the 4th. There you go, Mick. You have your Superman fix in live action and animated. Now the DCU can continue with Supergirl being the Woman of Steel. No, sorry, Jude. Absolutely not. Superman will be in live action and in animation and on Arrowverse with Superman and Lois. Sorry to disappoint you, love. Harris Selick. Jude, you pride yourself on being a feminist, yet you were comparing women on looks yesterday. Yeah, well, the extreme left are full of, hypocrites, aren't they? Everyone, oh, I got an email from HBO Max saying that Batman will be available in my country on April the 18th. Yep. Hunter Iggy, I believe that script of woke black Cal Superman might be turned down by David Zaslav. Well, it should be ready soon. Let's see. Andrew at 1800X, Woman of Steel. Trilogy, the Batman about to take over HBO Max for sure. And I can rent it in my country from Tuesday. I'll be watching it, then doing a rewatch review. So look out for that here on my channel. Movies TV Mad. Jude the 4th, no one is perfect. We all have our flaws, like you being a Man United fan. Here's Lowell. Harris Lowell. That's not a flaw. Ronnie Dodge, in the UK, we can rent the Batman from next Tuesday. That's right. I'm going to watch it, rent it, and do a rewatch review. It'll be about 20 quid. It's an absolute rip-off, but I'm still doing it. But I don't like it. Scott Edwards, what would you rate the Arrowverse out of 10? Well, I can't just rate the whole thing, Scott, because there's problems with it. Arrow seasons 1 and 2, 10. Flash seasons 1 and 2, 10. The rest, 3 out of 5. Although season 7 of Arrow was pretty cool. Harris Selick, have fun with your owner today. Benzema is going to rip you apart. Ronnie Dodge, I think it's 15 quid to rent for 48 hours. Yep. You have 48 hours to watch it. You've got about a week to watch it if you don't start watching it. But it's a rip-off, Ronnie. It's a rip-off. I'll do it. I'm happy. And then I'll buy it. I've already pre-ordered the Blu-ray 4K. I can't get the Steelbook. Sold out on Amazon. Trilogy, no renting, I'm buying. Well, it's not available to buy till later. So I want to see it as soon as possible. Could you do a rewatch and review of the crossovers for the channel? I could, yep. Android 180 XX. The Batman DVD will look really good with your DC collection. It will. Trilogy 4K and deleted scenes. Ronnie Dodge, do you think Chelsea will make a comeback tonight against Real Madrid? What's the aggregate score, Ronnie? Creation K, good evening all. Good evening, Creation K. How is the live going so far? Very animated. Ronnie Dodge, totally agree. Rip off. I had it to see Wonder Woman 84. That was hardly worth it. Scott Edwards, you should. It'd be awesome. Harris Selick, 3-1. Well, it's not impossible. Anything's possible in football. I certainly wouldn't write their manager off. And this is not the Real Madrid of old. It's not great Real Madrid. Anything's possible. We have 9 beautiful viewers, 9 beautiful likes. Keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing. Will we ever see the Flash prequel comic? Vote on my poll. Yes, 67%. No, 33%. Scott Edwards, there's 6 events. I know. I'm not sure if I've got all of them though. Maybe I'll have a look right now. Oh. I'm right here, everyone. So, apart from Smallville, these are all the DC TV I've got. Oh, so let's have a look what we got here. Ronnie George, I think we will see Kristen Wiig come back for Wonder Woman 3. Unfortunately, yes. Scott Edwards, Heroes join forces, Invasion Crisis on Earth X, Elseworlds Crisis on Infinite Earths, Armageddon, Android 108 in Double X. I don't have Armageddon, it's not available yet. What are your thoughts on Barcelona collapse and then playing in the Europa League? Well, like Real Madrid, it's not the great Barca or Real Madrid at the moment, so that's not surprising. So, I have Arrow seasons 1 and 2, the only seasons worth having. So let's have a look. I have Flash season 1 and Flash season 2. Again, the only 2 seasons worth having. So I'm very proud about that. I have Legends of Tomorrow season 1, the only season of that worth having. Ronnie Dodge, United won't be in Europe at this rate. Nope. Never mind. Jude the 4th. Yes. So, we have Legends of Tomorrow. So where are we? So we have Legends of Tomorrow. I have Doom Patrol, the complete first season. I have Doom Patrol, the second season. My feed's got a bit slow, hasn't it? What's going on? Right. We've got Doom Patrol. Oh, and I've got Stargirl season 1 I haven't even opened up yet. So I've got Elseworlds. I've got Crisis on Earth X. I've got Invasion. And I've got Crisis on Infinite Earths. Right, where are we? Ronnie Dodge, I actually don't mind us not being in Europe. Gives Ten Hag time to sort out the mess of our squad. Exactly. Jude the 4th, no Superman shows. Mick, I'm disappointed. I've got Smallville. And very difficult to actually get season 1 of Superman Alive, but I do have it on digital. Reno Jack, wish I could be more involved today, just getting into work, but still have my headphones in to listen. Thank you very much. Wow. You know it's tiring doing a live, don't you? 2 lives a day now. Not bad, eh? Scott Edwards, Invasion Earth X, Elseworld Infinite Earths would be a great series. Yes. That would be a very good series. Yeah, let's see if they're going to be going back to doing these crossovers now COVID is subsiding. Creation K, Reno Jack, similar here. Great to have you anyway. Yes, absolutely. So what's going on? Manchester United have reached an agreement in principle with Eric Ten Hag to become the next permanent manager. Source David Ormstein, one of the best sources in football. So it's facts. Ray Fisher is Blood Axe, Rebel Moon. Ronnie, George, Ajax have their cup final on Sunday, so United will announce it on Monday, but they haven't won the league yet. I don't know, but as they're saying after the cup final, yeah. Creation K, 2 lives. Mick, what are you saying? Are you being a normal guy during the day and a K Crusader by night? That's what you meant by 2 lives. Shh, don't tell the Joker. Very funny. No, I mean 2 live videos a day. A bit less complicated, isn't it? This is Movies TV Mad Live. Ronnie Dodge, I have a dark side to me. I think I have a Joker within me. Ha ha ha. Crashing K, phew, that was a close one. Reno Joke, I've never seen Mick and Batman in the same place. Just saying, lol. Scott Edwards, maybe 1 a month starting in July. Maybe, my friend, maybe. Creation K, Ronnie Dodge, 1 bad day. Us social media people always have a bad day. It starts well, then you get hot take after hot take. Wow, it's difficult on the mental health, you know. June the 4th, when you have a director like Michael Bay saying that he will still work with you, you know your career is up against the ropes, lol. I gladly work with Michael Bay. Shouldn't be Jude the 4th, it should be Jude the negative. Hot take Jude. Ronnie Dodge, I actually can't wait for the United pre-season in Australia and Thailand. Yeah, it'll be exciting now. Wait a minute. Nah. Segala. Segala, né? Sorry, no problem. Imparato. That's it. Thank you. Tomorrow, that's it. The skill in it, that's it. Ne. Guarda, e tu posso dire, come tu spingi io? Grazie, grazie, Marco. Cosa devi scrivere? Cala. Vas in el lío. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Darling, if that you since. I'm back. I just got some money. Right, where are we? Ronnie George, I actually Creation Cake, Jude the 4th. So, Anthony Hopkins collected a paycheck from Bay. Abraham Herrera, Michael Bay doesn't mind the criticism. He's laughing all the way to the bank. Exactly, Abraham. Jude the 4th, Creation Cake, hell, even if the great Michael Caine lowered himself to do Jaws film, it happens. Ronnie George, sounds like it's raining outside, Mick. No. Creation K. John, so if the Snyderverse is not announced on May the 18th, do you think it is still happening? Reno Jack, how many languages can you speak, Mick? Oh, I can speak loads of languages. Abraham Herrera, where is the pizza, Mick? It's not a pizza. They're tenants. They just came to give me some money. Crazy K, Ronnie Dodge, it's raining, rain. Trilogy, John Nunn, New DC, no Snyderverse. Ronnie Dodge, you're such a nice landlord. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this money? Do you realise how overdue it is? I should be a gangster, shouldn't I? You owe me some money. Where's my cash, right? You've been a naughty girl, and there's only one way to pay the rent. See, I'm not so nice, am I? Bloody hell, I hate these notifications. Go away. I'm not interested. Right, where are we? Reno Jack, low, it's the 12th. Isn't rent due on the first, low? Yes. Ronnie Dodge, oh God, are they in rent arrears? No. Not anymore. June the 4th. That's a bit creepy, low. No, it's facts of life, my friend. Straight men like hot women. They like sex. That's the way it is. You beta males don't get it. And it was a joke. Sorry, this generation, we still joke. All right, love. That's a bit creepy. Scott Edwards, favourite Arrowverse female characters. Laurel Lance should have been Oliver's love interest. That was brilliant in the first season. Faya, I adore Faya. Faya Queen, she was amazing, especially in season 1. And what a story she had. So they're my favourites, really. I love Moira. Moira was a great character. Running Dodge, my rent is about 400 quid a month. Wow. Well, I used to live in a shared accommodation, and it was about that. Horrible. I think it's even more these days. I don't know. Scott Edwards, Lois and Iris. Lois? There's not a Lois. Oh, you mean Arrowverse? Oh, sorry, I was talking about Arrow, the show. I got your thing wrong. Yeah, Arrowverse females, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Lois and Iris? No. I like Lois Lane as a character. I wouldn't say that Lizzie's my favourite Lois, though, so maybe not one of my favourite characters. I like Lizzie. She's an all right Lois, but Abraham Herrera, I used to love Killer Frost. Yeah, she's great. June, which Batwoman actress do you prefer, Ruby Rose or the new one? Ruby. Because she was actually playing a comic book character. Scott Edwards, she's still great, lol. Ronnie Dodge, I love that Diana saves Bruce in the opening in The Flash. Their love still lingers after Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think she's in love with Cal. It's all very interesting, the old Flash movie and what's going on. It's all starting to unravel, isn't it? Toby should have tried to release it before Zaslav came in. That was his only hope. Zaslav's got his claws in now. No one's going to get away with anything. And he's a micromanager. Abraham Herrera, there will always be a love triangle between Bruce, Clark and Diana. Yeah, and I'd love to see it in live action. Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Ronnie Dodge, yeah, she fancies Clark. Kal-El? What was all that Kal-El nonsense about? I didn't get that. It was just so random. June the 4th, Henry Cavill's Superman is better according to Zack Snyder. Got his girl taken by a depressed man dressing as a bat, lol. So pathetic. Reno Jack, got to run off to work. Have a great one, Mick, and all, even the shock value, hot takes, lol. Yes, thank you, Reno Jack. See you again soon. Thank you for coming in. Abraham Herrera, WB didn't let Zach do a love triangle thing. No. Well, I don't think that was the one to do with Batman and Lois. Maybe, Gal's Diana and, Clark and Bats. That would have been more interesting. Ronnie Dodge, can't wait to see Diana in Gal's accent say Kara her voice though. I hope we get to see it. John, we will get more Wonder Woman 3 news before we get a Black Adam out of any new Flash news. Yeah, I know. It's a joke. The whole situation is a joke. And I'm very interested to see what they're going to say about Wonder Woman 3. It wouldn't surprise me if that journalist says, I can't release the interview now. Abraham Herrera, I think Batman getting Lois pregnant was a bit too much. Yep. Typical Zach, though. He always finds a way to cause havoc, doesn't he? He loves it. He loves triggering people. He's admitted it in the past. Right, guys, another 3 minutes, I think. Ronnie Dodge, Wonder Woman will probably get her trilogy before Black Adam, lol. Yeah. They're all leaving now because I said 3 minutes. You should want to stay until you can't see me anymore. June the 4th, if leaks are true, I almost wish Superman would have taken Batman's spot. As boring as Batman is, he doesn't deserve to be killed by Zod. The same goes for Supergirl. Ooh, somewhat tired for some reason. Ronnie Dodge, hopefully United stick to their word and give Eric some control. Well, if it's signed, sealed and delivered, that's the way it will be. Creation Case, funny you say that because people watch whole episodes of Peacemaker, but they can't even see him. Exactly. Harris Selig, Batman, boring, ha ha ha. Well, what do you expect from a Flash fan who's never going to see a Flash movie? Gutted. I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 Superman movies. I'm all right. Multiple Superman shows going back to the 50s. I'm doing all right, Jude. How about you, mate? Ronnie Dodge, I know, but you know what the Glazers are like. Yeah, you can't go back on the contract, my friend. Jude the 4th, I like Batgirl for obvious reasons. What are those reasons? Don't tell me you got perverted notions over that poor girl. Jude the 4th because she's a woman. Right, okay. That's all it takes for the extreme left, doesn't it? Probably only a Flash fan because Ezra fits his narrative. Ronnie Dodge, yeah, backtrack for a sec, lol. That was the kiss of death. I told them I was going, so they all left. Your loss. Harris Selig, Jude the Troll. Abraham Herrera, does DC have the equivalent to the X-Men? And who are they? I have no idea. Jude the 4th. Actually, I'm kind of... Ezra is an actor I've been watching since I was 17. Wow. Never hero worship people, Jude. It won't end up well. Believe you me. But I'm very excited about this Smallville animated series. So that is awesome. This has been Movies TV Mad Live with me, Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection. June the 4th, like you hero worship Superman. I'm talking about real life actors, Jude. Sorry, I defeated you again. Ka-ching! Creation K, thank you, Mick. Enjoy your evening and everyone. Thank you, Creation K. Ronnie Dodge, I was rewatching the scene like with Quicksilver from X-Men. I can't wait for the Flash scene like that. Oh, yes, I'd like a scene like that. Harry Selick, that's a character, not an actor. Yep, he lost. Ronnie Dodge, take care, mate. Onwards and upwards for us United fans. Yes! So until we see each other again, goodbye. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. John, enjoy the rest of your evening, Mick, and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, John. June the 4th, Ezra is still the Flash. You lost, lol. Grant Gustin is still the Flash. You lost, lol. See you later. I got the last word. I always do. Bye, Jude. Bye, everyone. I win. I win. I always win. Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me? Creation K. See you later, everyone. Thanks for your support. Bye now.